Hey guys, so this is going to be a general read. So let's go ahead and get started and we'll see what the universe has in store for us today. So universe, what messages, what guidance do you have? You got some insight. I can feel cards trying to jump out of my hands. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. That's usually my cue from her. She's ready to talk. So I have deception and envy, recognition and reward. I have the base chakra, which it can represent money or the physical body. Rejoice in celebration, and love begins. I'm feeling like that base chakra is going to speak to money in this read. I feel like it ties in with the rejoice in celebration and the recognition and reward. Maybe a new opportunity coming your way, or something you've invested in is about to pay off. I pulled memories of love, positive movement forward, transformation, emotional withdrawal, and the universe card. To me, usually when I pull the universe card in a read, she represents learning a universal life lesson or being on a universal path. I feel like we're going to be talking about a couple different things and sort of an overall change that you're going through in your life. I feel like somewhere within this, we're also talking about a relationship ending. But at the same time, I feel like we're going to be talking about money and finances too. So I'm going to keep pulling cards and building on this read. I have the Tower card here. The Tower card tends to represent disappointing endings and something that you thought was solid and had a solid base coming to an end. Sometimes in a very, very big and unexpected way. I feel like this might be part of the catalyst for the change, and I feel like it ties into the relationship as well. I have the Temperance card, and the Temperance card represents a balance between emotion and logic, and I feel like she's tying in with this healing process that you're going through, dealing with the hurt from the breakup, possibly confusion and anger as well, and just sort of the whole healing process there. I have the Empress, and the Empress to me represents nurturing this new life, nurturing this new path, and nurturing yourself and loving yourself and looking after yourself. I have the World card. The World card for me is a good omen card. She speaks of positive things manifesting in your life. Sometimes it's something you've been waiting for a long time, but it usually has to do with a reward for you learning a universal lesson. So I believe that it's speaking to healing from this relationship, learning a life lesson from this relationship, and from these hardships as well. And then I believe that the Wheel of Fortune ties in with the base chakra, and the recognition and reward and the celebration. And it speaks to the reward that's coming your way, that the World card is giving you. The Wheel of Fortune card tends to represent your fortunes changing for the better. So I feel like this next line is speaking to this relationship that came to an end, because I do have the Two of Cups here, and the Two of Cups does tend to reference relationships. So I have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles can speak of an even give and take, and I feel like that was not the case in this relationship. There was not an even give and take. I have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands represents something you've been working towards for a long time. Being on a journey for a long time, overcoming obstacles, while still focusing on your goal. So I feel like this actually ties in to the chakra card and the thing that you've been working towards, finance-wise, that's going to be coming your way. feel like your partner wasn't very supportive. And like it was all on you. I have the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords can represent feeling trapped in negative emotions, in negative thoughts, sometimes fear, anxiety, depression, having trouble finding clarity in a situation. And I believe that the Star card in this case is speaking to finding clarity. And I think you really had to step back and take a different look at this relationship, sort of reflect on it in a more logical, less emotional way, and really take stock of whether it was meeting your needs or not. And I feel like that's what the Star card is speaking to. I have the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands tends to represent feeling overburdened and overwhelmed. And the Eight of Swords, which is a lot like the Nine of Swords, feeling trapped and not sure which direction to go in. The Four of Cups tends to represent a feeling of indifference. To me in this, it represents your emotional needs not being met by your partner. And feeling trapped and not knowing which way to go, feeling like it was all on you, feeling overwhelmed, overburdened. I feel like you had to make the choice too, is the vibe that I'm getting from the cards, because I have the High Priestess here, and she could represent, to me in this read, she represents sort of your intuition, your inner learning, your inner voice, doing what was right for you. I have the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles represents something you've been working towards for a long time, finally coming to fruition. And so I feel like the Nine of Pentacles is tying in with the Chakra card, and the World card, and the Wheel of Fortune card. This goal that you've been working towards, this financial goal, being able to achieve it, that it's just around the bend. I have the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles can represent going through a tough time financially. I feel like this also speaks to your journey that you were on, and trying to better your situation. I have the Judgment card. To me, the Judgment card is kind of like karma. So getting back what you put out there. And I feel like in this case, you put so much work into this goal, into improving your situation. I feel like the Karma card, karma is going to reward you for that, with this money, with this new financial win. I have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords, to me, ties in with the Hierophant card here, and taking time to rest, to self-care, do some reflection. The Hierophant to me represents higher learning, so I feel like there's life lessons to be learned from this situation as well. I have the Six of Cups, and sometimes the Six of Cups is called the Blast from the Past card. It can speak to someone or something from your past coming back. It can also speak of learning lessons from your past. I feel like that's what it's talking about in this read. Lessons that need to be learned to be able to be successful in life. And if you don't, they will hang you up. I believe that's what the Hanging Man speaks to in this read, allowing yourself to be hung up. To me, this card represents you being capable of success. The only thing that's going to hold you back is you. So I feel like it ties into learning these lessons from the past. Being true to yourself are the words that I get when I look at the Knight of Swords. And I have the Death card here, and the Death card represents transformation and transitioning from one chapter of your life to the next. So I have the King of Cups here. And to me, he represents you looking after yourself, healing emotionally, filling your own cup, finding happiness. So being the master of your own destiny in that area in your life and not depending on somebody else to make you happy. Being happy just within yourself. I have the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups can represent good news coming of an emotional nature. For me, it's speaking of this healing process and you being able to move forward and move on. I have the Strength card, and the Strength card is telling me that it's not just taking you a lot of strength to be able to go through this healing process, but I feel like you're gaining strength coming out the other side. You're going to be a much stronger person. And I have the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles can represent abundance, and that's what it represents to me. I feel like it's not just financial abundance, but I see happiness, the word happiness, when I look at that card. So I pulled intuition, choose wisely, authority, and harmony. So to me, these cards are representing you taking control of your life, taking control of your destiny. And that's what the authority card says to me. That's what the choose wisely card says to me. The intuition, trusting your intuition, looking after your inner self. I think within this transition for you, this healing, and this financial goal that you're about to meet, I think you're going to find harmony in your own life, and just within yourself. I feel like you're going to be able to be happier just within your own skin, all by yourself. It won't take anybody else to make you happy. You're just going to be happy within yourself. Alrighty guys, that's what this read said to me. I hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to comment because I love hearing from you guys. Take care.